Welcome back to the Soul Food Podcast. I'm Michael Vukelic.
And I'm Jeannette Meier. Together we share insights and conversations to help you cultivate joy, peace, and prosperity while unlocking your limitless potential.
Yes, get ready for a transformative journey filled with laughter, strategies, and lively discussions that will inspire you to thrive in every area of your life. Hello, Jeanette.
Hello, Michael. How are you?
All right. I'm doing great, and how are you?
Very okay. Very okay. I'm very happy to be here, as usual.
Very okay. That's good. That's a
Yes.
good thing. Very okay. I like
Yeah,
that.
it's more than okay, you know? It's not,
Right.
it's very okay. I'm very enjoy.
Yep.
Enjoy.
Yes. I mean, you're really enjoying your life now too, which is great. I mean,
hmm
I heard you just got back from a ski trip. How nice.
Yes, it was amazing. Since I didn't ski for 15 years and I didn't know I was able to ski. But
Mhm.
it went very well. Actually, I'm able to ski, yes. And it was very nice, yes. Very joyful. Very, like, I now understand when someone says, when you are as a child, innocent. For me,
Yes,
is to be open-hearted at the end. It's being you.
yes, it is.
And because it's you don't mind, you're living in the moment, you're enjoying, and you're just being you. So you are like a kid, innocent, loving, and playing, and yeah. So
No
so
worries,
no worries, nothing in the
no
moment.
past, no future. You're
No.
in the moment. It's
Yes.
it's great. It's
Yes.
great. It really is. It really is great.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. And you know what? I do actually have a short story
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I can share about that.
Yes. Always
Well,
happy.
you know, I I like to read. I've read a lot of different books. I always keep myself learning, right? So I'm always learning and growing as much as I can. But one day I was sitting just meditating and I was reading a book. I won't mention the book, but
Mm-hmm.
reading a book that I really enjoyed. Uh, and I took a break, laid the book down, and I something had popped into my mind, and um, I asked a question. I forget okay, what do I need to know right here in this moment? What's the highest wisdom? I mean, because I was just taking in some beautiful information. It was a spiritual book, of course,
Mm-hmm.
and I just asked. I said, "What's the highest, or what's the highest and best information I could hear right now in this moment after going through reading these chapters, right?" And I just sat silent, and all of a sudden I heard page 43.
Uh-huh.
What? What? Page 43. So
Oh,
I
wow.
picked the book back up and I opened to page 43, and you're talking about being a child in the
Mm-hmm.
moment.
Mm-hmm.
And, I've always I was raised very strict, very disciplined, everything is serious, Okay. So I looked at page 43. I pulled page 43, and the title to that chapter was Be More Childlike.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Wow.
It was exactly what I needed to hear in that moment.
Mm-hmm. Incredible.
Uh,
It's beautiful.
so, hope you enjoyed that little short story.
I love it. That's very good.
Yeah. So anyway, I love that. And you know, I guess we decided we were going to follow up a little bit about what we were talking about the last couple of podcasts, which is good, which is great.
Yes.
And I just wanted to make a statement here, and I know you'll probably have a lot to add to this, but what's been so profound on this journey, how I've changed so much and healed so many old patterns and ideas and concepts and belief systems that I was raised with.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in the family line forever, and a lot of old behaviors, that were really harming. I mean, you pass these things down to your children,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
children learn them, they grow up, they pass it on to their children. So it keeps perpetuating itself. What was so profound, and I don't know, it just hit me a couple days ago and I wanted to share this. What was so profound is the whole healing journey has nothing to do with what others are doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's more about you. It's
Mm-hmm.
all about you.
Always.
I, if you really want to change your life, change what's showing up in your life and change your experiences, how you perceive them. I mean, the whole A to Z, how much wealth you're going to have, how healthy your body is. I mean, because you can alter your body on a cellular level
Mm-hmm.
with a higher consciousness, with
Mm-hmm.
with by knowing how to control your mind. So what I learned, what I take from all of this is, I mean, because I used to look out in the world and, react all the time. I mean, there are things happening, and, we kind of touched on a little bit in the podcast. There were things happening. Wow, that guy is mean. This is that, and that's that. And look at that. Oh, look at that's what's going on. When I changed what's going on in here, all of that changed. So it is a journey, what I believe here, that what became so profound is I was concerning myself with all these
Mm-hmm.
things.
Mm-hmm.
All I really needed to do was concern myself with me,
Yes.
and
Yes.
everything began to change. I mean, so much beauty has opened up in my life. Like I can hardly get it out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So much beauty by
Yes.
changing this. All that I've learned, all those concepts, ideas, all the things I unlearned are what changed my life.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make that statement because this is so important to heal yourself and really, and how do you do that? Through really getting to know yourself,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
really understanding yourself on a deep level. I mean, I've healed cancers, I've healed depression, I can go down the whole list of things, and God's like, Mike, you need to share this. You need
Yes.
to share this. This is so important. And he's kind of behind me, pushing me.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're doing well. It's important for you to share all the things
My
because
angels and
yes.
guides are wonderful, I'll tell you. They're
Yeah.
just amazing. When I thought there was no one in the world who understood
Mm-hmm.
me, they were
Mm-hmm.
always there.
They
And
were
I
always
felt
there.
them. Wow, I got so close to them. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's what I wanted to say. And please, questions, let's hear them.
Yes, yes.
We're
People
we're
to do.
opening up to the audience, absolutely. So,
Yes, yes. And what you're saying is so true because I don't know if it's well, it's because of generations, the patterns, and the way also we are being we grow, no, how we're being taught, and everything is to be in victimhood. And
oh, yeah.
victimhood has to do with, oh, it's happening to me. How is it? So it's really looking into the outside because the outside is is the one that is hurting you,
Hmm.
no, and it's making
Sure.
things happen to you.
Right.
But when
And
we
that's how we're
learn,
raised. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yes, that's how we were raised, yes.
Mhm.
And when you start, like you're saying, when you start looking inside of you, recognizing who you are through observing, no, contemplation of your thoughts, of your reactions, of your behavior, of your mindset, other things, you start things from a different angle. You start things from the inside out. So really from the heart to the world. No? And it's this everything changes because you
Mhm.
then understand that you have control of your mind, like you were saying, that you are not someone that is um, I don't want to use the, no, it's not victim, that it's without any power to
Hmm.
change things, no? So it's powerless, yes. You're not
Right.
powerless. You have potential, and it's up to you, to your efforts and your willingness to look inside, to understand who you are, to uncover everything that you are, that you change everything in the outside. And you
Absolutely.
heal, like you were
Yes.
saying.
And it's a little difficult
Mm-hmm.
because
Very,
so
yes.
many things that we
Mm-hmm.
are unconscious.
Yes.
We just take them for granted. I mean, there's so many things. The way I grew up, I thought it was okay, this is just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
So there's so many ideas and so many uh thoughts, beliefs, that I held on to
Mm-hmm.
that I thought were real, and they were just unconscious. I mean, I went through every day thinking, believing, and behaving in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really question yourself.
No.
It's like until you start to get really curious,
Mm-hmm.
like, why is that showing up? Why is that, how come he's so happy and what's going on?
Yes. Yes.
When you start to question some of the things, then you can drill down and find, okay, here's the nugget, right? Sometimes though, it's hard because
Yes.
you here in this podcast can see things in me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've worked on myself a lot, so there's a lot of awareness, but you can see things in me very easily that I probably don't see. And I can see things, it's easy. You can pick things out of people,
Yeah.
about people, because you're looking at them and they're not it's unconscious to them, but it's conscious to you.
Yes. Because you're
That's what I'm
observing
trying to
them.
say.
Yeah, you're observing them from another angle,
Right.
and
Right.
they do not see themselves with that angle.
Right. Right. They just think everything's perfectly okay. It's the way things
Mm-hmm.
are.
Yes.
Uh, so much of the way we're raised, we just take for granted. We think it's okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's why we are raised in victimhood. So depending on the outside until things happen to us, and at the end it's not happening to us, it's happening for us, because
Yeah.
it's then when we acknowledge and understand and discover who we are, that we start leaving the victimhood behind. We start leaving the gossiping behind. We start leaving so
Right.
many things behind that are not us, and for which we don't feel okay, no? To continue like that, and start living from the inside, healing, healing ourselves, because we start understanding many things we didn't even see because we were living to the outside.
Yes, absolutely. And you know what? That's where, probably one of the first things I learned about was victimhood.
Mm-hmm.
I have a really great brochure that I put together that I'd love to share with people too on
Mm-hmm.
victimhood, how
Mm-hmm.
to start identifying where you see yourself as a victim.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really great brochure, and I'm willing to
Oh.
uh, I offer that to anyone listening to the podcast who would love to have that,
Mm-hmm. That's so
who
nice
needs
of you,
maybe a
yeah.
little bit of help defining
Mm-hmm.
what's going on or how they see things, So
Yeah. But so the brochure is going to help them when they read it, to maybe identify something in them, no?
yes.
Okay.
Well, yes, it is a brochure that defines victimhood. It
Mm-hmm.
also helps them to define when they are in victimhood and they can define some of the aspects, some of the thoughts they have, some of the areas of life where
Mm-hmm.
they become a victim. So
Mm.
it's actually very helpful. It's very,
Mm. How nice,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
have a brochure that I had put together a while ago. Haven't shared that in a while. Haven't
Mm.
had a chance to, I'll give it to a client every now and then. But a lot of people are, um, I just haven't sent it to anybody. So
Mm. Yeah. Well, if anyone wants it, no, that would be
yeah,
super
absolutely,
nice to
absolutely,
comment and let us know or direct message
absolutely. You can
us
send an
on
email.
LinkedIn.
We do have an email, don't we?
Yeah, it's podcast.soulfood@gmail.com.
Okay, okay. Podcast.soulfood@gmail.com. Got it.
Yes.
Okay, good. They can always send an email and I can send a brochure to them.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Happy to share that. Absolutely. That's one of the freebies I have. So
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's always good to read things because
it
they,
is.
when you read things, they open you again another angles.
Well, and a lot of
No?
people don't understand, how that could be victim. Did I share the story about me in Costco filling my gas tank? Did I
No, I
share
don't
that?
think so.
No.
No.
Something as silly as this. I mean, this is a while ago, right?
Hmm.
But um, oh, I was still in Minnesota, and you know how Costco is a big warehouse. Okay, I don't know if you're familiar with them,
I
but
am,
the
but made, yeah,
warehouse,
yeah.
usually a lot of people there, right? And they also sell gasoline for cars, and it's
Hmm.
reduced. So if you're a member at Costco, you usually fill up there because
Hmm.
it's reduced priced gasoline. Um, so anyway, we're all waiting in line, right? There's like six pumps, and the lines are long behind each pump, and we're all just waiting for, the people in front of us to get done pumping. Usually there's two people pumping, and then they
Hmm.
drive away, right?
Hmm.
Then two more drive up. So the line goes pretty quick.
Okay.
Well, in my line, there was one person that finished early in the front, and the other person was still sitting there. And the people in my line didn't move, right? Nobody jumped out and
Hmm.
went to the front pump. Okay, anyway, so we're all just sitting there waiting for this one person to finish, and then two people drive up. A lady from a pump, from a line on the other,
I imagined, yeah.
one of the other pumps. Okay, what's going on with my speaking today? Come on, Mike. All right, so anyway, she pulls out from her line way in the back, drives all the way up and jumps in the front.
Oh, hmm.
Okay. So my coach at the time was like, they tune into me. They
Hmm.
watch what I'm doing, right? They see because I had a lot of victim mentality, right? And
Hmm.
I had no idea. It kind of got me a little upset. This lady pulled up
Yes.
there, right? And I saw her in Costco and I could feel that upsettedness, right? It's like, everyone was waiting in line patiently that she's like, I don't know what she was thinking. Hey,
Yeah.
the pump was open, no one's going there, I'm going, right? Yeah, but there's all these people waiting, right? All right. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I was a victim in that moment. I
Hmm.
became a victim of that because it's the way I perceived it.
Yes.
You can always say something healthy to the person, hey, don't you think, you should have offered or woke somebody else up, let them go. We're all waiting in line or whatever, right? But she just jumped up there and because I got upset and I could feel myself getting upset, I became a victim right there.
Yes.
Anytime you start blaming or you feel resentment or you feel irritated or anger, or you're becoming a victim
Hmm.
to
So
that
true.
situation.
So
So
true. So true, yes, because you are seeing yourself in that situation, in that place, waiting, and then being a nice guy, waiting, and someone comes and you feel um, that it went against you. And when you feel it goes against you, then you're a victim, yeah. directly.
Mhm. Right, right.
Mm.
It's something as simple as that. I
Yeah.
became a victim in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And that little bit of irritation
Yes.
affects my body on a cellular level.
Yes. So true.
That is, I had already started to heal this, but it was a continuation of the same emotional pattern, which, I've defined these emotions as they're all just chemistry of the past.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's it. So it was the same emotion I had felt long time ago, right? And there it was coming back again, even in the simplest form.
Yes.
That harms the body on a cellular level. So it's so important to learn to really understand yourself. That
Mm-hmm.
that's how I would describe it. Do you agree? I mean, really
Yes.
understand yourself, understand what you're doing to yourself and how you're reacting, blaming, becoming a victim, however.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yes. Because it's really affecting you. It's really affecting yourselves and everything you have around. At the end,
Right.
we have all our thoughts around us in the field. And what we think, even if we don't talk, it's around us
Right.
and in us.
Right.
So it's really to stay aware on what we are thinking and really when it happens to change the mindset,
Yes.
no?
Yes.
To realize, acknowledge and say, okay, let me change the mindset and understand that I'm
Hmm.
being a victim and it's hurting me.
Right. And it doesn't mean
Mhm.
that from a healthy place, you can't address the situation if
Mhm.
that opportunity arises. But the real opportunity is to see the situation differently.
Yeah.
And life does this over and over and
Oh, yes, many times. Many times. It's
oh
it's
yeah.
it's what you're saying. It's really observing and knowing. And then when you feel irritated, you feel it's something to know why and see, observe what you're thinking and why, and then yeah, change that. And it's not that because some people say, no, that you have to delve into your feelings, no? Or into your to get over it, you have to go through it. But it's not in this case. It's you shouldn't go through that because you already acknowledge that you recognize that it's a thought and a mindset, which is victimhood, that it's not good for you. So just change it.
Right. Well, I would, being who I am, or
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
knowing that this was a pattern for me,
Mm-hmm.
a thought pattern, a way of seeing things, a way of perceiving, right? Uh, I just acknowledge that, oh, there's that same the
Mm-hmm.
same emotion again, right? It's actually a state of mind. There's a thought I had. Oh, she's a what is
Mm-hmm.
she doing? Right? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
there's your thought. Then you
Mm-hmm.
have a belief behind it. Well, that's not right. You shouldn't be doing that. Whatever. There's many different beliefs I would have
Yeah.
attached to that. And then three, the emotion that comes up. But
Mm-hmm.
yes, you're saying a lot of people say to feel the emotion to heal it.
Yeah.
Uh, I believe it's more about identifying the entire state of mind. What
Yes.
did you think? What did you believe? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
is that really true? Is that really true?
Mm-hmm.
And what was your emotion? And I think there are some emotions that run very deep that are it's good to feel to help release them. Okay, it really depends on the situation. If you have a traumatic something or other, there were emotions I needed to feel. I mean, to get through them. Okay,
Yeah.
so it really depends on the situation. It depends how deep it runs with you.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot to say about that,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
uh, because there was no way some of the things that I released through emotional release, it took a while to get it all out, but the emotions were so deep, I couldn't stop it from feeling it. It's like, whoa. So, but that's me, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah, everyone is their own
Yeah, something
world.
as simple like this, though, I would say just identify what am I thinking here? Is that,
Mm-hmm.
is it really necessary?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I mean, the lady who was sitting here in the front of the gas line, right
Mm-hmm.
behind that one person who's still pumping
Yeah,
gas, could have easily just gone around him and got in front. Because there's a lane for this man behind to
yeah.
pull out still. So, but she decided to wait.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. True.
But I wasn't going to jump in front of
No,
four.
no, because you had her in front of you. No, no, it's true, it's true. But
No,
yes, the thing here is really this understanding that when you have a thought like that, which is irritating you, you're harming yourself. It
yes,
has happened. It has happened. The
right.
lady's there, so just okay, acknowledge that, but don't stay in the irritation, in the being mad and other things because it's really hurting you.
Yes, and when you get yourself irritated like that, you're
Mm-hmm.
you're hooking it.
Mm-hmm.
Have I ever said
Mm-hmm.
that before? This is really big. I mean,
Yeah.
when you find yourself getting upset about something or you have a reaction, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
negative reaction, whatever the emotion is you want to identify in that state of mind, that emotion is hooking. It's hooking that so it makes it stick in your
Mm-hmm.
body on a cellular level. It's you're feeling that same thing again. Ooh, there it is. I mean, I've felt this many times before.
Mm-hmm.
So you're hooking it and you will feel it again. It's going to come again. Okay. This is the whole thing about a couple of podcast sessions ago that we
Yeah.
did about releasing trauma. That's you have to be able to get past that.
Yeah.
Because every time you react, you hook it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I caught that one. Now I'm reeling it in. Here it comes.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna come again. It's gonna come again. It's gonna come again. So
Incredible, no? How
I
we
try to
are.
keep it like funny,
Yeah. Yeah. No, no, but no, no, and funny and visual,
right?
which is very
Yep.
important. I'm
Might as well
very,
be standing there with your fishing pole and
yeah,
go,
yeah.
you hook that one. There
Yeah,
you go.
yeah, 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 yeah. It's true. It's true. But it's
Yeah,
the visual and the way of telling like this, it's good because it reminds in the
yeah,
mind, no? It comes
yeah.
out or visually or through the story. So it's always it's very good and very helpful. Thank you so much, Michael.
Oh, I am so happy to do this for everybody. I really am. It makes me very happy to do this, right? This is my mission. So
Mm-hmm.
it's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
here to do. And I've got some really creative ways I'm going to be doing this this year, opening up to some new things. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
be sharing them. I'll be
Yes,
sharing them with
yes.
everybody. But
Please do that.
yes, absolutely. Anyone who would like a victim brochure, or I have several freebies, um, or has questions, please reach
Mm-hmm.
out. Absolutely.
Yes, we appreciate that a
We're
lot.
here for you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Michael.
You're so welcome. Thank you, Jeanette.
And,
And you say Jeanette, right? Isn't it more soft?
well,
Jeanette.
I say it the way you want. Well, I say it myself. It depends to whom I'm talking, but I either say it Jeannette or
Okay.
Jeannette.
Okay, so it is soft.
But
Yes.
I'm used for everyone to say it differently. My mom says it completely different. Everyone says it completely different. And I always
Okay.
say I'm multidimensional because of that.
Okay.
You
Good.
know,
Good.
I don't mind. For me, my name is my name, the way that it's said by the person in front of me. I take it in as it is and I love it. The uniqueness
Absolutely.
of everyone.
Good for you. So you have a first name that everyone pronounces differently.
Yes, I love
Everyone
that.
pronounces my last name differently. It's
Oh,
like
yeah, could be.
so many different ways. It's Croatian, so I mean,
Mm.
old world way, the new world way, the way that it gets pronounced in so many different ways. So
And you're
anyway,
still the same person, and that's the
I
beauty.
am,
Yeah.
I am, believe it or not, still.
That's so
Anyway,
nice.
anyway they say that
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still the same person. There you
Yes,
go.
that's right. It's that. It doesn't matter how who says it in the outside. At the end, we are inside. We are the same person. I am who I am, no matter my name.
Right. And as long as I don't react to anything anybody calls me,
Hmm.
I'm good.
Hmm. Very nice. Thank you so much,
Okay.
Michael.
Okay. Another wonderful podcast. Thank you.
Yes, thank
Jeanette.
you. Bye bye.